Howdy folks, and welcome to both World of Warships and 2018 with Rear Admiral Jingles. So, World of Warships. Been playing quite a lot of World of Warships lately, particularly the operations. They've just introduced the second Tier 7 operation, and the reason I've been absolutely kicking the arse out of this is because I'm saving up to get myself the Missouri, the Tier 9 premium American battleship that literally just shits credits. 750,000 free XP to unlock the Missouri, but they're removing it. You may have heard the news that they're introducing a replacement for the Missouri, the Musashi, the Yamato's sister ship, except not at Tier 10 like the Yamato, at Tier 9 instead. And it's not going to cost 750,000 free XP. It's going to cost 920,000 free XP, nearly a million. And I'm not terribly excited about the Musashi. I mean, by all accounts I've heard it's pretty good, in fact, pretty stupidly strong. It's basically a Tier 9 Yamato with the Yamato's health pool, the Yamato's armour, but with nerfed accuracy to the Yamato's massive guns. You see, the thing about the Yamato that makes it special, in fact the only thing about the Yamato that makes it special, is its guns. The fact that they're large enough calibre to be able to punch clean through the bow and stern armour, regardless of angling of any battleship in the game, including itself. Also, they're accurate enough to be able to do that at medium to close range. And the Musashi doesn't have that accuracy, so while it's still a strong ship, it's a Tier 9 Yamato after all, it's 920,000 free XP for a nerfed Tier 9 Yamato. If you have 920,000 free XP and you want a Yamato, just get the Yamato. There's nothing special or exciting about the Musashi. And so I've decided, while it's still available, and it's probably still going to be available for, well, we reckon about another 2 months, I'm going to get myself the Missouri, and for that, I'm going to need 750,000 free XP. And in order to get that 750,000 free XP, I have been absolutely kicking the arse out of the World of Warships operations, particularly the Tier 7 ones. Right now I'm playing Operation Narai. This is the new Tier 7 operation, but also the other one, Operation Ultimate Frontier. Now remember, well I say remember, some of you may not be aware of this, if you're playing solo, or in a division of 2 or 3, you can only queue for the Operation of the Week, which at the moment is the Defensive Naval Station Newport. However, if you have a division of at least 5 players, you can queue for any operation you like. The only ships in that operation will be the ships in your division, so while you can queue for an operation with a division of 5, you probably really want to queue with a division of 7 to get the full team. We've been mercilessly abusing these 7-player divisions in order to farm these operations on Rita's livestream. I teamed up with her, and we formed divisions of 7 players with subscribers from both my and her Twitch channels, and streamed for 5 hours farming the shit out of these operations. We got everybody 5-star wins in every single operation available. I earned enough free experience and credits to unlock and buy and equip every German destroyer from Tier 2 to Tier 7, every Pan-Asian destroyer from Tier 2 to Tier 7, every German battleship from Tier 3 to Tier 7. I've unlocked and upgraded the North Carolina and the Megami, and I still have 400,000 free XP sitting in the bank, ready to get the Missouri. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to have the Missouri before it's removed from sale. And I've had some pretty hilarious experiences while playing these operations, particularly this one, Operation Narai, the latest Tier 7 operation. The reason I've been getting all of the Tier 7s that I didn't already have was so that I could use them in this operation. And I had a game in the Gneiser now where I did 267,000 damage and still couldn't win. I was posting the screenshots up on Facebook over my Christmas break. Another game in, I think it was the Belfast and possibly the Fiji, where I did 237,000 damage and sank 10 ships and still couldn't win. This one, however, in the Atlanta, which is an absolutely amazing ship to play in this particular operation, for reasons which I'll go into, when I actually start talking about the gameplay, this one was special for different reasons. I didn't do a massive amount of damage in this game. I did alright, but this isn't one of those huge amounts of damage replays. Now this one was special for the amount of credits that I earned. Now, while playing these operations, I am running every available signal flag to boost ship experience, free experience, and credits. So bear that in mind when you see the results screen at the end. And also, of course, the Atlanta's a tier 7 premium, so it does generate more credits than a non-premium ship. Also, I do have to say, Operation Narai is an incredibly easy operation. It mystifies me that people are still able to fail it, but, well, you know. If you make an idiot-proof operation, the World of Warships player base just generates new improved idiots. The basic idea behind the operation is this. And yes, that is a Missouri, and it will be mine. Oh yes, just not that one. I'm going to wreck that one. So, you're escorting an invasion force into this protected harbour. We can't actually see the harbour just yet, it's on the other side of that island mountain range. It is of course heavily defended by fixed fortifications, cruisers, battleships, destroyers and aircraft carriers, and if you want to get a 5-star win on this, you must ensure that enough of your assault transport ships make it into the harbour in order to unload a minimum of 1,800 troops. Now, your assault transports carry over 2,000 troops, so there is a little margin for error. But if enough of your transports get sunk that you can't land 1,800 troops, well, you're not going to get a 5-star win, but you can still get a win by destroying all of the enemy warships in the harbour area. You won't get a 5-star win because one of the secondary objectives which you must complete in order to get a 5-star win is to get all of your assault transports into the water area of the enemy base, and if you don't have 1,800 troops surviving, that means some of those assault transports have been sunk. But it is still possible to at least get a win even if you fail the secondaries. Oh, this is a replay bug, by the way. This shift press to enter binocular view thing, it's been popping up in replays ever since the latest patch went live. Wargaming have managed to screw the replay system, so we're going to do our best to ignore that. Right, that Campbelltown to the south got destroyed just after it smoked up. There are two ways into the harbour. There's this channel ahead, which I'm going to be using, purely and simply because my ship's taken a beating and I'm trying to stay inside the repair zone of the lead assault transport ship. Or you can head around to the left where you can see our hood and a very badly damaged Scharnhorst going. You may actually recognise the name of that Scharnhorst player, Remove Kebab 1. I have actually featured him on YouTube before, although for all the wrong reasons. He was in a, I think it was a V-25 German destroyer who managed to kill himself by repeatedly ramming and blocking a French cruiser during a random battle, and then attempting to blame it on the French cruiser. Quite surprisingly, he was actually very good in this operation. Now, if you take the route that the battleships have taken, you're going to come under air attack from the enemy carrier. You're also going to have to run the gauntlet of torpedoes fired by enemy cruisers and destroyers. If you come down this channel, it's fairly narrow, and there are destroyers waiting down here to torpedo you. Now, one of them has already been sunk. We have a Fiji on the team who hooked around to the south earlier and has already managed to engage and sink the Campbelltown that was also lurking down here. That just leaves this guy. And we need to get this guy dead before he gets his torpedoes away against that transport ship, which is already set on fire. Now, he's smoked up, but, well, I'm in the Atlanta, I have radar, and now would be the perfect time to use it. Need to get this guy dead, and then we can focus on cleaning up the transport ships, which also, you can see, they're the marked targets over there, the Fijis, causing havoc amongst them, and there's some more that are already threatening to escape the harbour area. These guys all have to be sunk to complete another secondary objective. So let's not let this guy get away. There's a nasty bug in this operation that you should be aware of, and it's usually the fault of this thing here, the St. Clair, the communication ship. Well, he's not going to get away with it this time. If any of these transport ships are going to escape, it's probably going to be that one, because he doesn't waste any time in getting out of here. And what can happen is that if that guy makes it to the map border over there, well, actually, why don't I show you what happens? We're going to pause this replay right here, and I'm going to show you another match where that guy did make it to the map border and escaped. So, there he is. Now, in this particular battle, we were a little slow getting down this channel, and you can see He wastes absolutely no time whatsoever in bugging out. And I think at this point, that is the last transport ship that needs to be killed in order to complete a secondary. And we still have plenty of troops. We managed to keep most of the assault transports alive. We've got well over 1,800 troops to land at the base here. And that guy has now disappeared. I scored a hit, but he's out of view range, and he's an unarmed ship, so he's not shooting. We have no idea where he is. He's going to get away. He's going to make it to the map border. Of course, now the reinforcement wave has spawned, so we have other things to worry about. Oh crap, a torpedo. Luckily, I'm in the Fiji, which is a very manoeuvrable ship. And, yep, the torpedo beats are real. And, of course, being in the Fiji, I also have a smoke screen. So now would be a jolly good time to use it, I think. Plenty of targets. This is one of the reasons why destroyers are not particularly good in, well, most operations, and definitely not in this one. The combat tends to occur at such close ranges. There are a few places for destroyers to, you know, hide and do destroyer things. And at the kind of ranges where the combat takes place, you don't have an awful lot of manoeuvring room to dodge incoming fire. Oh, hang on, there's the St. Clair. I got some shots away. I'm lining up torpedoes, and the St. Clair has disappeared. I did score hits on the St. Clair. It can only have a couple of hundred health left, but I didn't sink it. And when he disappeared, he was only a couple of hundred meters away from the map border, so he has escaped, and that's going to cost us a secondary. So at best we can complete this mission with 4 stars, although we are still on track for a 4-star win. Anyway, I've taken care of the Farragut. Nice and safe inside my smoke screen. Let's get some shots in on these incoming enemy ships. Oh wait, nice broadside cruiser here for me to shoot at. Wait, no, he's angling. Yeah, he's seen the torpedoes incoming. Still did a few thousand damage. Might be able to get the kill. Shots out. Yeah, we got him. And it is starting to get awfully crowded in here. Everybody wants to be inside the smoke screen and the repair circle generated by the lead transport ship. But smoke screen or not, the enemy ships are now so close that they can see me even firing through the smoke. And, well, there are so many ships packed in here that one of those battleships would just, well, fire a shot into the smoke screen and they were pretty much guaranteed of hitting something. So I need to start moving. If I can't hide in a smoke screen, I want to get my ass behind the island that Independence is coming around. And that should allow me to deal with enemy ships one at a time as they come into view. First we're going to have to sink that Independence. All kinds of flak going on. This is the good thing about having everybody bunched up together. The amount of anti-aircraft firepower means that Independence just doesn't have a chance. And the Independence is now down. Trying to avoid running into the geyser now. Didn't quite make it. Destroyer coming around the corner. He's going to be attempting to torpedo the geyser now, so he needs to be my priority target. I am in a cruiser after all with rapid firing 152mm guns. Although I only have 2 turrets which are actually able to fire at him. Come on. Oh crap, I'm running into the Leningrad. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Okay, the destroyer's down. We've got a Pensacola coming around the corner. Right, I need to slow here and get that island between myself and the enemy cruisers ahead of me. Now, I thought these torpedoes were clear, but they are actually going to run into that sandbank. But I do now have all 4 of my gun turrets turned and a nice big fat juicy broadside of a Pensacola to shoot at. So there's 10,000 damage, thank you very much. The gun's reloaded. He's focusing on the battleship in front of him. Should be able to get a kill here. Yep, Pensacola is down, 167,000 damage done. 4 enemy ships in front of me. These are the last 4 enemy ships. We've failed another secondary. We didn't manage to keep enough of our assault transports alive to land 1,800 troops. So now in order to win, we are going to have to sink all of the enemy ships. But my smoke is back up, although these enemy ships are pretty damn close, so it's going to be of questionable use, but hey, it's available. It's the last chance I'm going to have to use it, so I may as well. Just waiting for this guy to come around the corner. His teammates can't shoot at me. I've got the island between me and them. Got him. Right, next I'm trying to take them on one at a time, and that means this guy's next. He's down. I didn't get the kill, doesn't really matter. These are the last 2 enemy ships. This is probably only going to be a 3-star win, but hey, a win's a win. We're at 170,000 damage. It should be pretty good. Oh, bollocks. Enemy Fiji managed to angle just enough to bounce most of my shots as he came around the corner there, but I've got the torpedoes away, and gotcha. And did he get his torpedoes away? Nope, don't think he did. And that just leaves the Chapayev. I need to get as close to the side of this guy as I possibly can, so he can't torpedo. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to ram him. This is the last enemy ship. Dodged his torpedoes, and we got him 210,000 damage. Totally worth it. Now what? There's nothing else for us to shoot at, or is there? If you have a look at the map, you can see last reported position of an enemy ship. That's the St. Clair, that's the communication ship. So, naturally, the team go looking for him. We've got an Atlanta here who's desperately trying to find this guy. He's even using his radar right now in case the St. Clair is tucked around the side of an island somewhere, but he's left the map. That's what the communication ship and the other transport ships do once they come under attack. They attempt to exit the map. And what can happen? Well, we thought, well, we just have to wait, because if you look at the mission objectives up there in the top left corner of the screen, it quite clearly says, secure the safe landing of 1,800 assault troopers, which we can't do because we lost so many of our transports that we only have 1,323 assault troopers still alive. But it also says, if you can't do that, destroy all enemy warships within the water zone of the enemy base. And every enemy warship within the water zone of the enemy base has been sunk. We didn't get the St. Clair, but he's not in the water zone of the enemy base. So we failed the secondary objective of sinking all of the transports, which means that at best this can only be a 3-star win. And I have had this exact situation happen before, where one of the transports got away, we sank all of the remaining enemy ships, and we just had to wait for the mission to time out to collect our 3-star win. But this operation has been failed. The water zone of the base was not cleared of enemy ships. Yes it was. So, Wargaming, if you could sort your shit out on this one, that would be lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Anyway, back to the Atlanta game. We're at more or less the same point in proceedings where I joined in the previous example in the Fiji, although the situation is slightly different. I'm in an Atlanta, not a Fiji, so I don't have a smoke screen to hide behind. And I've been spotted by aircraft, and of course now that I'm shooting my guns at that New York over there, trying to set them on fire. Well, the New York is the only thing that can actually attack me, aside from the enemy aircraft, but I'm in an Atlanta, and my defensive fire is ready to go. And it looks like, yep, fight has just been launched. That's Remove Kebab in the Scharnhorst, who is on such low health that he actually has a 15-second reload on his main battery guns right now. But we're going to do our level best to swat those dive bombers out of the sky and help him out, because, you know, anything... Never underestimate the value of teamwork. It gives the enemy something else to shoot at, although right now I've sailed so far around the edge of this island in my attempts to get this destroyer that they have nothing other than me to shoot at, although we do have a York over to the left who's managed to get some torpedoes away, and I think those torpedoes are actually going to take this destroyer out. And if they don't, I will. Yep. Now the Cleveland. So I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here. I've lost the turret, but that's completely normal in the Atlanta. The armour on the turrets on this thing are made of tissue paper. Let's try to get rid of this Cleveland. Okay, the Cleveland's down. There's the Independence. There's the New York. There's another destroyer. There's a Hood. That's a lot of enemy ships. Remove Kebab there in chat. Having orgasms over his 15-second reload on the Scharnhorst's main guns. There's the Independence. In case you're wondering why a Scharnhorst suddenly has a 15-second and not a 20-second reload, that's the Adrenaline Rush skill. Those of you who aren't aware, it's a tier 2 captain skill that improves the reload of your main battery guns for every percentage of health that you have lost on your ship. So he's having all kinds of fun with rapid firing main battery guns on his Scharnhorst. Need to get this guy sunk. Oh, we took a big hit from something. Remove Kebab just took a torpedo, although we do have smoke screens over there which are allowing the assault transports to unload, and we've nearly done it. We have to get 1,800 troops unloaded, and we're nearly there. Hello, that New York isn't burning. Well, we're going to see what we can do about that. And yep, he's on fire, and he's been sunk. And we've got a Hood coming around the corner, but we are about to win the mission by getting 1,800 troops unloaded from the assault transports. So I'm getting inside this handy smoke screen, And I'm waiting for this hood to come around the corner. This was a bit of a mistake. I shouldn't have fired because that gave my position away. Luckily the hood's gun turrets weren't pointing exactly in my direction. I've managed to get my torpedoes away. The smoke screen is dissipating, but the operation is complete. We landed 1,800 troops. It's just a question of whether or not my torpedoes are going to get there in time to claim some more damage and sink the hood as the mission times out. And that, boys and girls, is what 1,010,904 credits looks like on a 5-star win in Operation Orion, the American Tier 7 premium cruiser, the Atlanta. That's with only 137,000 damage done. I've done more than that. I actually managed to get 298,000 damage done in the Fiji on this operation, but I didn't earn nearly that amount of credits because, of course, the Atlanta is a premium. I suspect, however, that since I was also able to get 10,216 experience and 7,293 free experience thanks to the combination of signal flags that I'm running and the fact that the Atlanta's a premium, that we're going to be unlocking the Missouri fairly soon. And monster credits received like that on the Missouri, which is a Tier 9 premium, are probably not going to be too uncommon in the future. I will, of course, let you know when I finally have the Missouri in my harbour. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.